Right, counter punch of boxing. What's going on, YouTube? Okay, look, the topic of today, the stamina of Canelo Alvarez. It seems like, Team Canelo, Golden Boy Promotion, even Bernard Hopkins, they're all making, the rematch about stamina, and I kind of knew they would, but let me read. I'm going to start off by reading a comment I found online, and it pretty much like sums up the way I feel about the whole situation. And then I'm going to give you guys some pictures to look at that, the new strength and conditioning training from Canelo. But let's get to the comment. Okay, if Golovkin is in the ring with him, then no, it cannot be repaired because Golovkin's relentless nonstop pressure will always force Canelo Alvarez to become tired due to constantly reacting to the pressure. Okay, that is unless Golovkin has heavily declined. Okay, Canelo Alvarez's stamina was depleted due to Golovkin's pressure, okay, more than having bad stamina himself. Now, I disagree with that, but we'll get into that. Okay, let me continue reading. One can have all the stamina in the world, but if they are constantly being chased around the ring by someone who is as fearful of a puncher as Gennady Golovkin is, then even the most energetic individuals could be drained. Pressure breaks pipe. Okay, and enough pressure breaks durable pipes. So similar things here. Enough pressure by Golovkin can make even the best conditioned boxers depleted in energy. Okay, and we've seen that. You can go back and look at any of Golovkin's fight, and it's that pressure. That's one of his main tools in a fight, is the constant pressure. He suffocates you, okay? But and he ends by saying, put Canelo Alvarez in the ring against somebody who doesn't apply pressure the way Golovkin does, then you'll probably find that Canelo Alvarez doesn't get anywhere near as tired as he did against Golovkin. Okay. In summary, basically the guy is saying, and I agree, he's saying that, I think he has stamina issues, of course. I mean, I saw it in the Kirkland fight when I was right there. And I'm telling you, it's different when you watch it on HBO and you're standing right there ringside. I was right there watching him like gasp for air and get tired. He turned pale white. You could see the blood rush to his head. I mean, he just gassed out in like round 2 or 3. Okay, just completely gassed out. So I've seen it before, but, so yeah, he does have issues, but then when you apply, a pressure fighter or you put him in a pressure cooker against Gennady Golovkin, then it's a bad combination. Here, let me get you guys a little bit of something to look at real quick. There we go. But look, and here's another point I want to make, okay? I'm not going to make it a long video today. How is it a professional elite athlete, how is it, he's unaware that stamina is vital in the sport of boxing, okay? Think about that question for a minute, right? I mean, look, could it be Canelo has already peaked, okay? And we haven't really seen, or we haven't seen the best stamina he has to offer, I just don't see how he can wake up one day and go, oh yeah, I need to have more stamina, that kind of thing. Oh, this is boxing, it's a cardio first sport, and I need more stamina. I don't know. I mean, so to me, I think we've probably seen the best that his body can give as far as stamina goes. Now, there's always room for improvement. I think high altitude training would be, one thing. But I know now he, like that picture there, he's in the, he's in the sauna, cooking in there on a bike, he's wearing the mask, that kind of things. But, I mean, look at Gennady Golovkin training at Big Bear. That's why he has that incredible stamina because, I've been to high altitude places. I mean, it's hard to breathe. It's hard to do anything, but when you're training there, and then you come back down to a normal altitude, I mean, you have an immediate advantage. It's almost an unfair advantage, in a way. It's a very tricky thing, but look, don't get me wrong. Like I said, you can always improve in any category, but will it be enough? And ultimately, will it even matter? Because if Canelo improves stamina, he can't improve his chin, okay? His chin's not going to improve. He can't train his body to take an onslaught of punches because I don't think Gennady Golovkin is going to hold back this time. I really don't. I think, not only will he apply pressure, but I think, we're going to get, a pretty, I don't know, a decent increase in output, Okay, on the punches, I think he's gonna, I really think, I forget the numbers off the top of my head, but I want to go back and read them. But I'm pretty sure that we'll see probably a 10% increase. I remember me telling you guys that Golovkin needed to throw like 50 punches per round or something like that. So yeah, like I said, I have to go back and read them, but I do think we're going to see an increase in the output from Golovkin on top of that relentless pressure. So. So again, like I said, I ask you, why is stamina an issue in the first place? Seems to me, this particular aspect of the fight game would have been worked out long ago. Canelo, 27 years old, he's been a professional athlete half his life, he's been boxing half his life. I don't know, why is stamina like, we just wake up one day and we need better stamina? It's just crazy to me. But Chepo, what's his name? Chepo Ronaldo, whatever. Longtime trainer, coach Canelo Alvarez believes Canelo gets better and better in every fight. And I keep hearing a lot of that. And he says, Gennady Golovkin remains the same, right? They keep talking about that. And I don't know if I agree with that. Canelo has improved, yes, but I also think a lot of it is flash. I think a lot of what Canelo does is he's learned how to look good, and I don't know if that really equates as improvement. Okay, he looks better, but is it effective? I don't think so. I don't know. So if it was, then why did he have such a bad showing against Gennady Golovkin? If he's at his peak, 27 years old, in his prime, he should have looked a lot better against the aging Gennady Golovkin, right? So, I don't know. It's kind of like what they say. They kind of contradict themselves left and right. Furthermore, I think Golovkin, I do believe he does improve in every fight. But here's the thing. If it's not broke, then why fix it, right? They keep talking about how Golovkin, he's just stagnant, and, when boxers get stagnant, that's when they lose, and that's when their, careers go downhill, this kind of thing. Well, true, but, 23 knockouts prior to Daniel Jacobs, only went the distance twice against Jacobs and Canelo. So, now he needs to make an adjustment. Okay, so now he needs to improve, so and that's how I see it. He never really there was never really a need for improvement. Think about it. Let's go back and look at the fights and think about it. He completely dominated every fight. So, but now, we're at a crossroad. We're at a fork in the road where he needs to improve. And I think, I think we're going to see that. But I hope they don't make that mistake where they try to take a puncher, a pressure fighter, and they try to turn him into a Mayweather. We've seen it happen many times. They're going to use their boxing to win. We're going to outbox Canelo. No. Please do not make that mistake, Abel Sanchez. If I could talk to Abel right now, I would beg him, do not make that mistake. Look, take what Golovkin is good at and enhance it, right? He's a power puncher, seek and destroy, that can like take that and build on that, okay? Build on that knockout power, like set up, work on setting up the knockout. Look, Canelo, there's flaws left and right all over Canelo. There really is. You can go back and watch his fights. There's tons of flaws. Capitalize on those flaws. That's what they need to do. And so, like I said, I pray that they don't try to come out there and outbox Canelo or, come up with some dumb game plan like, we're going to start out a little bit slow and, or we're going to, try to tie him up, that kind of thing, and wear him out because he's got stamina issues, so there's going to be a lot of hugging and holding and grappling and, that. So I don't know. Like I said, I hope they come with the right plan, but I look, and another thing I thought about, I think in this rematch, I think we're going to get probably at least one, maybe 2, 3, probably more like 1, 2 of the hardest fought rounds Gennady Golovkin has ever given us. I believe that he's going to come out and, because of all the turmoil and the grief and the emotional roller coaster, all of that, I think he's going to come out in a rematch and give us like the best that we've ever seen. But I don't think he can do it. He can't do it every round. Even a guy in their prime can't do that. But I do believe, and I think that one round, might change history, right? That one round might change the course of Canelo Alvarez, and that's what I'm waiting for. And I would believe that one round would be inside the first maybe 4 or 5, So But anyway, guys, I'll probably leave it at that. You know, I really wanted to get on here and see what you guys think about it. You know, does Canelo look? I mean, it's basically, you can boil it down to maybe two questions. One, you know, does he have stamina issues? Right? Obviously, I think yes. A lot of people would say no. But number two, is it because of the opponent? Right? Or does it all just depend on who he's in the ring with, like a Gennady Golovkin, you know? So, you know, it's a good question. It really is. It's a damn good question. And also, you know, you could say the same for the training with Canelo. You know, if they're going to like just hone in and be obsessed with working on stamina, you know, they might lack in other areas, right? You know, technique, punching, footwork, head movement, you know, all these things that need to be, you know, developed, you know. So I don't know. It's interesting, you know, and I love the coaching and the training part of boxing. I really do. I mean, I would love to be a part of their camp and to see what really goes on every day, you know, because to me, it's just as fascinating as the actual fight. So I don't know, guys. What do you think? Leave your comment below. And again, thank you to everybody out there. You know, we greatly appreciate each and every one of you.